Hey guys, what's up my awesome YouTube family? Okay, so it is almost 12:30 in the morning on July 14th, which means today is my 50th birthday. And I had asked you guys on my community tab on my channel, I was thinking about doing a Q&A for my 50th birthday and for you guys to submit questions to me that you might want to have answered. So I have the questions written down here, and I haven't given these any thought ahead of time. I'm just gonna answer them off the top of my head the best I can because it's late and I want to be in bed by decent hours. Susan J. asks, what all states have you visited? My memory is not very good, and the older I get, the worse my memory gets, but I've been to Michigan, Hawaii, South Dakota, Texas, Washington, Wisconsin. Those are the ones that come to mind right off the top of my head. Good question, Susan. Next question from Olivia DeLuca. Hi, Olivia. I love you. If you could go back in time, what is one thing that you would change? And this is one of those deep questions, and I think just giving a quick answer. I think that for me, I used to, whenever someone would be hurtful to me, or it was on purpose or accidentally, I would never tell them how they made me feel. I would just shove it down inside and think, well, they probably didn't mean it. It's probably just an accident. Even if it happened repeatedly, I would convince myself that they're really a good person. They didn't really mean to hurt me, and so I just need to forgive them and not bring it up. And looking back, I regret that way of thinking, because to me, when you're hurt, it's okay to say, hey, that hurt me, or I didn't appreciate that, or that was unkind of you, or that was very critical of you. And so I think that the one thing I would change is to go back in time and be more honest about how I felt in certain situations. That's a good question, Olivia. Thank you. Tori says, how do you think you've changed since you began YouTube? That is a really deep question, and I haven't given these any thought ahead of time. So I think that for me, I'm not really sure how I've changed, honestly, except that I'm not as naive and trusting as I once was. I've learned that not everyone on YouTube is there to help you. Not everyone on YouTube is going to be kind to you. Not every person on here is going to respect you and the content that you create. And I think that you have to be very, very careful and very selective in who you trust and who you let into your life. And so I think that's one of the big things about me, is I've become more aware that not everyone is out for my best interest. Not everyone is out to do me good, if that makes sense. Hope that answers your question, Tori. Jason, hey Jason, love you, man. What is the best piece of advice you would share with your viewers? I don't know if it's the best piece of advice, Jason, but the one thing I've always tried to push hard on my channel is just being kind. Too many people in the world today are interested only in themselves. How can they further their career? How can they further their YouTube channel? How can they further their whatever it is they're trying to do? It's all about them. And it's about knocking people out of the way until you get to the place you feel like you deserve to be. And I just feel like kindness is so undervalued now, and it's seen as maybe even a weakness by some. And I just want to tell people to be kind. Put somebody else's needs above your own. You know, make someone else smile. Make someone else feel important. You know, I remember one time I was at a drive-thru at a fast food place. I just finished with a doctor appointment, and I went to the window, went to the screen and ordered, and went to the window, and there was nobody there. I waited for like 4 minutes. I even knocked on the window, knocked on the drive-up window, and 2 minutes later, a guy came up, looking very frazzled, and he said that all of his coworkers had called in sick. It was him and one other guy there. And so he was having to take the orders and cook the food and do all the other things. And he just seemed very just frustrated. And I said, you know what? The job you do is a hard one, and I appreciate the work that you do. I appreciate the work you do. Thank you for being such a good employee. I appreciate your work. And he just stared at me for a second and goes, thank you. Finally someone appreciates me. And I said, I do. I could have just been another rude customer today. What's the hurry? What's the holdup? What's happening? Why is it taking so long? I got places to go. I could have been another rude, angry customer for him to deal with, but he looked like he was almost at his breaking point and was just dealing with a lot. Just simple kindness, Jason. That's the best piece of advice I would give to my viewers. Just being kind to others. Clay Edwards, I adore you, man. You've been with me for so long on my channel. Happy early birthday, Kim. Thank you, Clay. If you could have one wish for your birthday, what would it be and why? You can ask for anything you want except for more wishes. Very smart, Clay. Very smart of you. If I could have one wish for my birthday. If we're talking like a physical item, like an actual item you can buy, I've been wanting to have a Nintendo Switch for a long time. They've been out for quite a while now. They've made different variations of them, and there's a couple of games I would love to play. I think would really help me relax and get my mind off certain things, and those games are available on Nintendo Switch, and so that's that physical item I would love to have. When it comes to something that's less tangible than that, I think, again, it would just be kindness. That if for no other reason than because it's my birthday wish, people would just take 24 hours and be kind to other people. Wave at people. I remember this one place I lived in many years ago. There was an elderly gentleman who walks the streets every day, walks our street every day, and maybe some other streets in the area. I'm not sure, but he would always wave. We never met him. He never met us. Didn't know who I was. Didn't know who anybody was. But he would wave. And I love doing that to people because they're like, "Do I know you?" I'm like, "No, but I'm waving anyway." So I would say, just be kind. Sylvia Martinez, love you, girl. Hi, Kim. I hope this isn't a bad question. Were you ever married before? Yes, I was once, and that's something that's personal, and I don't discuss it on my channel. Rolling Through Life asked, what is your favorite sweet snack? Anyone who knows me well, one of the Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite sweet snack. Whether it's the Reese's Minis or the Reese's King Size or the Double Cup, whatever, the Reese's peanut butter cups are my favorite sweet snack. Not the ones that have stuff in them, just a basic peanut butter cup. The second favorite would probably be peanut butter M&Ms. Not peanut M&Ms, but peanut butter M&Ms are my second favorite sweet snack. But yeah, Reese's peanut butter cups, those trump everything for me. And the last question comes from Hannah Falcons. What's one memory that makes you smile every time you think of it? That's a really good question. I meant to think about that one for a minute. What's one memory that makes you smile every time you think of it? There's so many good memories. And of course, none of them are coming to my mind right now. I'm trying to think. I think one thing this may sound silly to you, but I'm going to share it anyway, because it happened tonight, it happened recently, was when I play a game called Taboo. Taboo is one of my favorite games. I'm not sure if they've changed the game. The version I have was purchased back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So it may have changed by now, but it's a game where you have a word that you have to get the other person to say. But there's a list of words you can't use to describe that item. So if I wanted to get you to say the word cup, I couldn't say container, liquid, insulated. There's words I can't use, but I still have to get you to say the word cup, but can't use all the common words people would use to describe a cup. So it really makes you think outside the box and describe things in a different way. I've played it with my nephew before. I don't play with the whole, normally it was the taboo. The rules are you have to have teams, and you have to have a buzzer and a timer, and I don't do any of that stuff. I just play with just me and one other person, and we take turns back and forth doing different ones. And my nephew and I have played it, and he loves it. He loves playing Taboo, and I played it with my niece tonight for the first time, and she just fell in love with it. She had so much fun. We were laughing so hard and having a great time. So just teaching people how to play Taboo and thinking about different ways, unusual ways to describe common things. Like, for example, one of the words I had tonight was the word symphony, like SYMPHONY. And I couldn't say a lot of the common words you use to describe symphonies. I'm like, this is a group of people who perform without words. Most of them are trained, and they perform without words. And my poor niece was like, a mime? I'm like, no. And I said, when you watch a movie, you have people on screen saying the words, but you have a second element, and they're also. And she's like, music. I'm like, okay. So a group of people that would be doing that. And she said, orchestra? I'm like, no, you're so close. So it's fun to try to get them to say the word without using most of the words you would use. So it's just a fun game to play. I love Taboo. Thank you, Hannah, for the question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I will be celebrating my 50th birthday with my family and people I love. I'm looking forward to that. So have a great night and a great day and a great week. And be kind. Just be kind to people, put other people first and their needs first, and tell someone that you're thinking about them and that you love them and that they matter to you and that they're important to you in your life, and just go the extra mile. If for no other reason than because it's my birthday, go the extra mile to be kind to people, and just, that would make me very, very happy. And so I'm going to go ahead and go, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.